Today I am going to make a pudding or a halwa or a kheer, whatever you want to call, out of sweet potatoes. So I have two different kinds of sweet potatoes. I really like the white variety. That's the one I grew up with in India. But I'm going to mix both of them because that's what I have at home. So I've just peeled them, and I'm also going to add ginger. So traditionally, sweet potato porridge or kheer or halwa is made with milk and ghee, but I am going to avoid that, and I will make that in coconut. So I'm going to put a cup of hot water in a cup of shredded coconut, and then I will put this in the water, and I'm also going to add ginger to it. As you can see, there's some ginger over here. So all of that will start getting boiled. All right, so here is, I've grated some sweet potatoes, as you can see, in a little bit of water. I'm not going to worry too much about how much water will go in because ultimately it has to thicken. This is my own almond milk that I make at home, which is very simple. Just soak the almonds overnight and then throw away the water in the morning and then blend it up with water. So instead of milk, I will add almond milk here. Now I'm going to add a few cardamoms in there, a little bit of saffron threads. Now this will keep cooking, but I still have a little bit more of the sweet potatoes to go. So what I'm going to do, because I have a nice blender, I'm just putting all of them in here with the water. Because I'm not using any fat, I'm using coconut, the shredded coconut, as my fat. And I'm going to put this, it's about half a cup, but it depends on how much you like coconut. Now if you don't like coconut, I would suggest you can use sesame seeds. That's also quite fatty. You can add any kind of nuts in it and then put water, and that'll take care of it. You could also use soaked chia seeds, which will give a nice thickening to it, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Add a little bit of chia seeds that have been soaked previously for a couple of hours, and that'll go in my blender. If you don't want to use it in a blender, that's okay. You can still do the chia seeds right into the pot. I've also added a little bit of ginger, which will go into my blender, and all of that starts getting blended. That is my lovely puree of sweet potatoes with ginger and almond milk and coconut, shredded coconut, and all of that goes into this other part that I showed you earlier, and all we have to do is just keep stirring it. Now I will also add some rose petals into it, which I have very nice ones. So here are my rose petals. They will go into it. I will remove the backs. They are rose hips actually, and they will form up a nice slur in there. Okay, so I'm going to add sugar. Now I have this lovely rock sugar that I'm going to pound up a little bit and add that. Now if you don't have rock sugar and you want to use some molasses, you can give that a try. You can use dates in it, or if you want to just use plain sugar, just go easy with that. Alright, so here is my rock sugar. It is not fully pounded, but of course it will all melt. Another best kept Indian secret is this gur or jaggery. You can add this to the sweet potato halwa, and now this is full of fiber and iron, and it's just the most amazing taste. It's like the fudge but without any preservatives and chemicals in it. So I'm going to add that as well, and this will all be stirred nicely. So from now it's just a waiting and stirring game. You just keep on stirring it and see how thick you want it. If you want to put it in a pressure cooker, that's going to be a little quicker. But you know what? Here you have a lovely dessert that I love, and it has got lots of fiber in it, doesn't have the extracted fat, but the flavors are still there. And you do not compromise on the taste or the flavor, but you're just enhancing the health benefits of it, and I can just keep having lots of it, because I know that I'm eating good stuff. There's no preservatives in it, and it's nice and rich and creamy. Alright, so that's my final product of a sweet potato pudding or halwa or kheer or whatever you want to call it. So it did take almost an hour of just letting the water dry. So maybe I started off with a little more water, and you could start off with a little less. So I've just garnished it with pistachios, and I love these rose hips. They're so beautiful. So, and I tasted it. It tastes really nice. Now, let me know what you did and if you tried this. So I am getting all the fats, but in the whole food form, as you can see, with these nuts and the chia seeds and sesame seeds and the coconut. So I can't really taste the coconut in this as well. So instead of using coconut oil or ghee, if you use just shredded coconut, it gives you the oil with the fiber.